He is who he says he is. Will not claim to be the son of the last dragon and the last giant. You see, as he points his finger and his finger is shaking. Their wishes were to stop all of them.
What's he pointing at?
Just the air.
Okay, I kind of look at him. Sindric kind of looks at him and he says, "Your information, did it really come from a patron?" Cards on the table, of course.
He looks at you with desperate fury in his eyes, and he says, "No. No, it came from me. I am my patron. I am a Fey Lord. I exist in the boundary of the Feywild and here, material plane. I rule over Salandarai. I rule over Aranal.
You were here for their departure, were you not?"
He sits back down, puts his feet back up on the bear. I was.
You would have been here before them.
Much before.
Ghoul tries to whisper, but it's with his throat. It's not very good. But he tries to whisper to Sindric and says, "They only trust themselves. This creature will only use us. Be careful."
All creatures are trustworthy so long as their own goals are included in that trust.
The Archfey cannot be known.
Can I hear all the whispering?
Sindric didn't whisper in reply.
You see, as the man is putting his head in his hand, and his elbow on the chair rest, the armrest. Just running his hand through his hair.
We have heard that the last dragon and the last giant attempt to hold a boundary to keep the others away. That they keep even their own child away.
He's nodding.
Do you know if they do that from this side or from the other?
from the other. They left, just like everyone else. They weren't hypocrites. They allowed only 3 to stay. 2 dragons, 1 giant.
It seems now something has happened to change that balance.
I could feel it. I didn't want to.
Do you
To
know of
believe
the
it.
city?
I do. I
And
wish
you
I
know
could
they
have
have been here for a while.
invited them. Yes.
We are working for the betterment and protection of this world. But to do so, we need allies. I do not propose complete trust, for to propose that would be doomed to failure. But understand that harming us would harm your own goals as well. And in doing so, helping us will aid them. Can we agree on that much at least?
He looks at you dead in the eyes, and he nods slowly.
Yeah, because when you're with friends, you can defeat baddies much better. Because then you have friends to support you. And we need friends to fight baddie.
He smiles at as Rava speaks.
We have intentions to depart this place, to seek out those who are coming to us before they reach us. We would like to locate the last dragon, the last giant, and he which claims to be their child, to discover the truth about what is going on. But to do so, we require allies here. There are those who need protecting. There are those who need to know what is happening, what is coming. We do not have the manpower to do that on our own. Can you help us?
You need protecting. Very
We
well.
have friends who need protecting so that we can protect everyone else.
My reach is only as far as Ernal. Any further and my reach spreads thin. But I can send my guards, my spies, my animals, perhaps even my warlocks. Even further. And one of you, I can give you direct power.
Ghoul is looking pissed at this point.
I
Why,
just kind of
because
look
it's
over.
heresy?
I mean,
Yeah.
it's kind of the only look that he ever has.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty common.
Permanent pissed face.
I do kind of turn to Ghoul and I say, "You have something to add?"
His power means control. It's no better than a warlock.
The power he is offering is that of a warlock. Of course, it can be no better than a warlock.
If you don't want the power, then don't take the power. It was an offer, not a condition.
He puts his hand out as if to say exactly towards Bogart.
Exactly.
Should go. We got what we came for.
What?
Well, yeah, we did.
Can you tell us where they are hiding?
No, I cannot. I do not even know that either. They were my best friends, and they did not tell me that.
I would like to insight, even though it's probably gonna. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Never mind.
Is it a good aligned creature, Doc?
How
is.
would we know that?
Wait, it is a good aligned creature?
It is.
Well,
I'm
then-
going
With
to
the advantage, and that would change my perception on it.
take.
um,
I'm gonna take him up on his offer.
You're gonna take him up on his offer. Okay.
Cool.
All right. He
Barbarian warlock. Holy fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Scary shit.
I mean, well,
you-
I obviously in character don't understand what exactly,
Yeah.
like, oh, it'd be a power of a warlock, like what that means. But
Yeah.
if he's offering to give one of us his aid
I mean,
in the form
he-
of power, and no one else will take it, then I will
Ghoul-
take it.
Ghoul just said that it offers him direct control over your mind, so...
Yeah, and Sindrick said it's the power of a warlock. You would become a warlock. So you would know.
Okay,
know
but what I'm trying to say
does.
is Bogart has no concept of what a warlock is.
Okay, sure.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what I'm trying to. It's like you want to provide help, and this may. I mean,
You do know that we did meet that warlock.
actually, I will ask him because, well, how will your? You said you can give one of us power, and what medium and will that power take?
I will be able to guide my spells through you so that you may use them. You may also, perhaps... he goes on to explain what a warlock is. I don't know.
Yeah.
Fuck. He explains what a warlock is in
Yeah.
character.
It essentially is him saying, "I'll give you power, I'll give you knowledge, I own you."
No,
That's
he
what a
doesn't-
warlock
He
is.
does
No,
not
they-
say
they-
I
No,
own
it
you.
doesn't say that.
Never
but that,
say
no,
I own you.
I'm telling I'm telling you that's what a warlock is. Out of character.
But that's not what he would say.
No.
No.
He
Oh,
would
obviously.
he would
I'm-
give all
I
the
never
positives
said-
and none of the negatives.
Yeah,
could
and
say
it is, and saying that in character would be stupid because we're in his domain, and insulting him to his face would be stupid.
Yes.
Ghoul's done it.
Yes. Yeah, I know, but you kind of got away with it, and I wouldn't push
He got
my
away
luck.
with it because he's a good aligned creature, and that isn't true. He does not own his patronage. You know, he does not own people who.
Every warlock
Are-
he has come across has been direct controlled, so he sees no reason to see an archfey as different.
Okay.
Yeah, correct or incorrect, that can be your view.
Yeah. He doesn't care. You insight, and you have advantage. He seems to be telling the truth. As far as you know, you have no concept of it. He does say, however, he shows it. He outreaches a very slow vine with what appears to be a very fine needle at the end. and it then comes to, at the end, a flower, a white flower. And he then eventually goes to you, Cindric, and it ends directly at your palm, or at your hand, and he says, "Take this. If you get a sample of his blood, or even a sample of his hair, or anything of him, of his equipment, and you put it into the needle. If the flower turns purple, then he is who he says he is. If the flower turns black, he is not who he says he is."
This will be of great help.
So we are going on an adventure to find the dragons and giants. Great.
Of course.
Yay. With friends.
But no, I do.
And then he turns towards you, and he says,
Which you?
Both.
They're
Yeah, sorry. Turns towards you, Bogart, and he says, "Do you wish for my power?"
See Bogart think a minute.
Dun, dun, dun.
Which doesn't happen a lot. But if it will aid us in what is to come, then I would be a fool to deny it.
He opens his arms and stands up and begins to walk towards you. And as he does, you watch as his slender, long limbs begin to become even larger and longer as he begins to come towards you.
I stand up. That seems like the appropriate thing to do.
And you watch as his arms and his legs begin to fold out into vines covered in leaves. And his arms and legs wrap around you, covering you in his embrace.
It's getting very personal, dude. I just want to help.
It really is.
Yeah.
You feel as needles begin to imbibe you with what appears to be blood, as you are injected with thousands and thousands of injections, and you pass out.
Bogart, are you alright? Bogart.
I'm looking a bit concerned at this point.
Yeah.
And you all see as he is just wrapped in a torrent of vines.
This happened to my cousin Stuart once, and he didn't get out of that.
Your cousin Stuart
then-
was enveloped by an archfey?
No, by green stuff. Like it
Just as it happens, it begins to uncoil and uncoil, and it
that
begins
is
to
different.
unslink out towards back to the throne and back to the throne. And then you see as the figure of Bogard begins to appear. And I have a phone call.
It sounded like a cow mooing.
Give me a second.
Was that just me?
It sounded more like a dying cat to me. So while Doc's away, what do we think we're about to do here?
Okay, I'm
Never
here.
mind.
Hello. And you watch as Bogart is just unconscious, and he is back in his throne. Bogart, you gain 1 level of Warlock for free
Ooh.
in the Archfey. So you gain 1 level automatically.
Cool.
Okay.
As
Very
well,
nice.
you get to change any amount of levels from Barbarian into Archfey Warlock.
Mm.
Interesting. I will have to read up what exactly a warlock is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I know what I know about the warlock is from the warlock that you played in that one game. So I will have to read up what they are, and I will
Yeah.
let you know.
Okay.
Spellcasters.
And you can only choose Archfey, unfortunately, but they are very cool.
Yes, they are.
They get a limited number of spells, but they can buff the spells that they do have quite nicely. And then
Mhm.
they get a lot of kind of free use effects that are spell-like abilities.
Mhm.
It'll be interesting. I'll probably end up with a combination.
Yeah.
I don't think I'll go full, but and I mean I'm sorry, but if people didn't want us to be tied to that guy, but you know,
I'm cool.
No,
with
I-
it.
powerful person offers help. Like I said, it'd be foolish for
Yeah.
one of us to not
Yeah,
take
no.
him up on.
I
I'm cool with it.
I was seriously considering doing it myself.
Mm.
The only reason that I didn't was that I didn't know if Doc was doing it as a free level or if it was going to be tied in with our next level up. And my next level up is becoming a dragon, so I didn't want to interfere with that.
Yeah.
No, it was a free level.
Yeah, I wasn't sure, and that's
Yeah.
why I hesitated.
Hindsight is 2020. Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, no worries. I'll take the jump into the abyss.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, if you hadn't stepped up, I probably would have ended up doing it. But, yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Magic.
Okay,
is
so do I wake back up, or am I
You
just
wake back up. Yep. Immediately after, you wake back up and you feel power surging through you of verdant kind. You feel as if the flowers around you, you can control them in a way, as if you are attuned to them.
Are you saying he has flower power?
He has
Yeah.
flower power.
Yeah. Nice.
He is attuned to the Fae, basically.
All right, I like the sound of that. That's a cool thing. So are we're going to space and we're finding these things and destroying these things. That's the plan now?
Well, we're going to space to find out which ones of these things need to be destroyed.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. First step: go
So,
to space and find
you-
more information. Then we can start destroying stuff.
Does he know about the flying spaceships?
He knows about the city, so I'm assuming he does.
Yeah.
Yes.
He does. Yeah.
Okay.
He knows about the city. He knows about the flying spaceship.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
knows about the barrier and everything like that.
We
He wishes
have
he could go there and smite him himself, but unfortunately, because of some reason you guys don't know, you could ask him. He cannot go outside of Arenal.
Yeah.
no, it's fine. We have in Falkirk is where we are establishing a seat of power for what may come if it does actually come to this plane. So we are starting construction on a keep castle deal thing. So you did offer men, right? Men, spies, just to see that it is safely constructed and that the people there are protected from. I don't know how long we'll be able to keep the big flying ship a secret.
He will give you all guards. Yes,
Yes.
Fantastic.
he will give you 200 men.
Nice.
That is absolutely great. I love it.
Yeah. That's a small army.
Yes, it is.
That's some contrast.
Well, and
Falkirk.
they're
Really?
his guards too.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
the other thing. It's like a whole nother level. But
The only thing is, they will only listen to Bogard. They will not listen to Sindrik. They will not listen to Rava. They will not listen to Gull.
I think it's a good thing they don't listen to Rava out of character.
nice. Okay.
I definitely
By
agree
the
with
way,
Rava's more,
Bogard.
yeah.
By the way, Bogard, you have a glowing rose, green rose, on your chest.
All right. That's awesome. I like it.
All right, I have to go. That
Hey.
will be the last part of the session. If there's anything else you guys want to ask this guy, you guys can think of everything. What
Oh. There couldn't be one last thing.
What's that?
Yeah. When leaving, Rava lingers for just a second and says, "Most beautiful forest I ever seen. The clan will never believe it."
He outstretches his vine once more, and he gives you a flower.
Oh, thank you.
A purple tulip. It looks like a tulip. You're not sure what it would be, but it's purple.
From Feywild. Awesome. Okay.
But you guys could stick around here until next session, just so you could wait and be like, yeah, remember that this guy?
Yeah,
I'm gonna ask him
Yeah.
this because
Mhm.
we're still here.
Yeah,
Sure.
we won't leave yet.
Okay. And so
Yeah.
next session we will pick up with you guys still being there.
Do we level
Okay.
up?
You all level up.
Yeah.
Yes, finally.
This is way different than how I saw this adventure to this place going. Like when we came here to go talk to the guy in charge, I never thought we would actually talk to him for one, and I sure as hell didn't think we would actually come out with an alliance with him for two.
Yeah, this is awesome.
Yep.
Just imagine the guys in Falkirk. They are used to like mercenaries and stuff like that, and then
Now they have
this
an elven
elite guard.
armada. Yeah,
What?
elven elite guard just showing up like, what the
Was,
fuck?
"Hi, we work for Bogart." They're like, "What the fuck?" I love it. Yeah, just,
I'm sure
they got
Sentry
here.
gets thrilled.
They first got here with like
I'm-
drakes and shit.
I'm
the
not
giant
even bothered about that.
flying
at this
ship,
point.
and the giant fucking
Oh,
flying.
technically now Bogard is an official of Arenal. Technically.
Yeah.
Cool. All right,
No.
I like it. This is
You can now
This
hold
is
fun.
what I've just gotten for level 9.
we know. You've
Yeah,
been waiting.
you're an
for
hour
it,
dragon.
We know.
For level 10, you mean?
Sorry, level 10, yeah. No, 11. The level
11?
we've just gotten.
We've been 11 or 10. I mean,
We've
been
been
10.
10,
Oh,
we're
fuck.
moving to 11.
Holy shit, I missed that. Okay, cool. Fuck.
Sweet.
Okay.
All right. I will see you guys later.
Good
Sounds
session,
cool,
guys.
man.
Yep,
Good
see ya.
session. Sorry
Yeah,
it was
very
so sorry it was so short.
That's
no
all right.
problem.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was away as well, but Brent
It's
needs
all
to
right.
come first.
All right. See you guys.
Later on.
Shh, there we go. Send to me.
I am going to stick around and update my character.
Oh, yeah.
That
and-
flower has other magic in it to do something to them. I guarantee you.
Yeah, I mean,
Huh?
I'm just gonna bring the flower
Oh,
back.
why are
to-
you so paranoid?
No, because it's an archfey, dude. They'll have it's basically Casey, okay? Like archfey are Casey because like they
No,
just
you see-
exist.
You see, I get that, and that is It's cool.
I love
It's
that
fine.
description.
It's basically
I from the way he interacted and from the way he conducted himself, like the choices that he made, how he said, what he said,
Mhm.
is a person that I
Mhm.
can get along with and agree with. I like his
Yeah,
reactions.
because
were real.
Archfey want
And-
you to. Why would someone who's using you want you to not get along with them?
Because he didn't. It was a free choice. It wasn't a one of you has to do this to get my.
No, I know, and I'm talking about in general. He's using us.
We're using him.
No,
Yeah.
we're not. We are really not in this
We're
situation.
using him as much as he is using
This-
us.
This situation is so beneficial to him, and we get almost
How?
nothing
How
out
is
of it
that?
comparatively.
How is that?
Because
How
he
is-
can potentially take out enemies of his. He says that they're his friends, but that's probably bullshit.
Okay, I mean, I don't know if you have like an in character thing like Cindric has for then that's fine. You haven't expressed it as such, but like, I mean,
Yes,
me
he
looking.
has. Ghoul has consistently been pissed throughout this entire conversation. He's
Okay,
been
but I'm talking
insulting
about-
the Archfey.
Well, no, I get that you've been that way through this conversation, but you haven't. There isn't the why. Like Cindric has always been very, fuck giants, kill the giants, kill all the giants. I hate
Well,
giants.
he gave you an indication of something when you brought up the fact of how he talks. You can
Oh,
delve
who?
or deeper
Huh?
into that. Have you
What do you
not
mean?
noticed how Ghoul talks? He's not able to form proper sentences.
I mean, yeah, but is that
That's a large
It's
part
a
of his
speech
character.
impediment.
Yes. No. it's a large slit in his fucking neck that destroyed his vocal cords.
I mean, okay. Have
From an
you
assassin.
asked about the numerous scars on Bogart? There's a lot of stuff we haven't asked about each other, but it's like if you have a reason that you think that we shouldn't trust him, you shouldn't trust him because of XYZ. I have XYZ reasons to trust him, and if you don't like verbally express you being a dick to him and calling him stupid names and such, I just see that as just hostility with no reason or purpose. If you think that this is bad and you warn me, then
Well, he did. He said specifically that warlocks can control your mind, and you went, "Oh no."
no, you said that he's trying to trap
No,
us and force us.
No, I didn't. I said the exact words: warlocks or our patrons have control over warlocks.
Anyhow.
And we have no reason to believe this guy.
I
He's sending soldiers to Falkirk, the original problem that we had. And now we just invited him over.
yeah, because he's gonna help us. I mean, you're right. If he's
So
a
you say.
douchebag and he has been lying this entire time, then
Then we burn
If
the
he-
giant to the ground.
if he goes, if he goes to war with us, then we're gonna pretty much be like,
He's
okay,
not
your
going
country.
to war with us. He's going to war against whoever else he wants through us, using us. Dude, that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, no, I understand what you're saying. I don't trust this guy, but on the surface, at the moment, we have no reason to appear distrustful.
And at this point, he's entered into a official. What's the word for political alliance type thing with us? I mean,
That means
he.
nothing to an archfey.
Oh, okay, it means nothing to that, but he is also. You got to think he is the political ruler of Solendarai.
Yeah, he's
With
he's
that
ruler
comes a
of-
lot, and the
yeah.
fact that okay, if you're going to make me an official within your whatever it is, that's an official standing and statement to the rest of the world that it's like, okay, these people are aligned with us politically. We are going to help protect them. If he just says, okay, soldiers destroy Falkirk, take whatever we want, that's making a huge statement to everywhere else. in
But
the
what I'm
world.
Now,
saying
the
is
only-
he wouldn't do
The
that.
only other issue that I could see this causing, which I think actually, in the long run, may be a bigger issue than him being Fey, is that you are now, for intents and purposes, a noble of Arenal, and our city is in Beryllium.
That's fine.
and 200 soldiers, a platoon, are now invading into Borellion.
That's the only thing I see as being an issue is if Borellion decides that this is an invasion from Aranon.
Oh my! Are the
Now-
two at
They're
at
not
war
at
and peace?
They're not
Basically,
at war, but I don't think they're really friends.
Everyone's in kind of in a cold war.
Okay,
right now.
well then I'll go talk to the leader of Borellion and be like, "Hey, this is what's up."
Yeah,
And I will go
I
tell
don't think it's going to be an issue. I'm
I don't think
pointing
it-
out that I'm more worried about that being an issue than I am about the Archfey thing at the moment. Archfey
Yeah.
to me means we keep an eye on him, we make sure we know what's going on, and basically we keep our eyes open. We trust, but we don't do it blindly.
Yeah, I honestly am not worried about being tied to this guy. Seems like all right guy. I mean, judging by what he has cultivated in the time that he has been here, I mean, because beings of unlimited power, they can pretty much do whatever they want. What they choose to do with what they have speaks a lot about them. And what he has done is cultivated pretty much the best place in the world right now as far as advancements, technology, and whatnot goes.
And we also had confirmation of his good alignment, so that helps.
It does, and that's why I said he relaxed a little bit, but he's still an Archfey. These things can't be
Oh, yeah.
trusted. They
Yeah.
just can't. It's in their
And-
nature to...
And I get that out of character, but at the same time, I have to play my character in character. He has no reason to be distrustful of this person. He has been upfront
Yeah,
about
And-
everything
and-
that we've asked. I mean, the entire way through. I don't.
and I agree. It's one of those things where you trust but warily. Everything.
I mean, if the guy tries to backstab us, we'll kill him.
Mhm.
We can't.
Sure we can.
I can
He's-
kill anything.
Stronger than a deity.
Yeah,
That's how Archfey are.
yeah, but they are.
Not
He
really.
is obviously connected to this place, so I'm sure we can somehow, sever his connection to.
No,
Aranon.
they're Archfey. Okay,
but- okay,
Archfey
but-
are the Fey gods. That's what they are. They are
No,
deities
no,
straight
they
up.
aren't. They're not.
Yes. They're far... Okay,
It's-
they're actually better than gods.
It varies from world to world, and however Doc has decided to make his, he's made him that way. And like we said, this probably isn't even going to become an issue. And it isn't going to be as simple as stopping him and killing him, but there will be something that we can do at some point.
Yeah.
If that happens. Doc will not rope us into a corner of you made this deal, now congratulations, you're
No, I'm
game's
not
over,
saying
you
Doc
lose.
will. I'm saying we're walking into it. That's what I believe.
I don't
So...
I mean, all I can do is disagree. But that's okay.
I'm kind of sitting in the middle ground on it. I mean, we trust for now, but we do it with our eyes open and keep watch on what's going on. Anyway, good
I don't see why trust at all. It's just pointless.
because we need
Why open yourself up?
we need allies.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can do that without saying, I trust you and I'm going to turn my back to you. I'm going to open my mind and soul to you because that's what the
I
Archfey
never-
has right now.
Okay,
I
but
never said turning our backs. That's what I said. We trust, but we watch. There has to be some level of trust for an alliance, but we do it warily. We do it watching. Now, the connection as a warlock can be a double-edged sword. It can mean that the Archfey is aware of what Bogard's doing, is able to sense what Bogard's doing, is able to influence some aspects of what Bogard's doing. But it also means that Bogard will have an insight into the messages that he's getting from the Fae, from his patron, which will give us an indication of
most-
what he's up to as well.
Which most Fey patrons lie. It's in their nature.
that's a
Wait.
thing that we don't know.
Well, it is
In
kind of a commonality across the world that the Fae are often mischievous, often lying, often untrustworthy.
They do what they want. And what they
have
want
they have a
typically
different
is
set of
never.
rules.
Yeah, it's never in line with what we want. Peace. Their peace is everyone's dead in the ground, dude.
That is very peaceful.
Yes. That's why we shouldn't trust this thing.
By the same token, though, that same logic applies to Sindric. Sindric would consider it a good thing for the dragons to return and enslave the world again.
Yeah, but you brought your
order.
You brought your friends back from the dead, or well, not you, but directly, but you've made sure your friends came back from the dead. That's a very good thing to do compared to the Archfey, who would just fucking steal the soul and probably eat it.
Okay,
all
right.
Good Archfey don't normally do that.
Okay.
This is
either way, they own this.
Either way, you're bringing up good points that I didn't know out of character, in character before, but I definitely, even knowing them out of character, I would not know that in character.
Exactly.
It is a good guy trying to help us, offering us power, I cannot leave this place. This is what I can do for you, listed things, and I say, okay, I can take this thing that you have given me.
Well, yeah, but devils do that too.
Yeah, but people know about devils. People don't know about how Archfays from the Feywild work. At the very least, not a orc cook. Like, why would he know that stuff?
And your response to me was, he's trying to trick us into being able to control you. And I'm like, how is he trying to trick? He's not forcing us. And then after that, there was no rebuttal. It's like, okay, I'm going to go for it.
Anyway, guys, I'm going to go ahead and drop off now. And I will talk to you all through the week. And I will see you all on Monday. Hopefully to wrap up that game and get ready for the next one.
Casey, I'm finally done with my backstory. So I'll send it to you.
Send it through.
And yeah. And I mean, if there are grammar mistakes, please fix them.
Yeah, I've tended to do that, and also to kind of reword things into kind of a common sound. In the ones that I've had a look at anyway.
Okay. Thank you.
Well, until next week, guys.
Yes. Yeah. I'll just send it to you, and you let me know when you have.
Brilliant. I'll have a look at it sometime tomorrow.
Yes, and have you had any more time to look at the class that you're building?
A lot of ideas. I haven't got it into a workable class yet.
Okay.
Hopefully by the end of this week, depending on my work schedule. I might have it done.
Oh, are you doing it is it a separate class or like a archetype or?
It's going to be a rogue archetype.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
cool.
Actually, that's one of the things I've been looking at. Is I've been debating a little bit between actually a rogue archetype or a bard school. Because actually, a lot of the stuff that they do, almost having kind of an unconscious bard magic would be quite an interesting way to do it.
But they are assassins too.
Yes.
So, yes.
I've almost kind of thought of a basis of bards, but less spells per day. A very slimmed down spell list that they almost cast without thinking about them as spells, and then offset the reduced spells with some of the sneak attack bonuses as well. I'll keep playing with it a bit. I might end up doing both a rogue and a bard version of the same, and then kind of presenting them as options.
Right. Cool.
Yeah. The problem I'm having right now is I've kind of made a lot of notes about what they do, and then it's kind of trying to pare that down into actual abilities.
It's all over the place. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
One of the things
it's in your Skype. Yeah.
One of the things. Yeah, I see the backstory. One of the things I will say about them though is that they are a class that will require planning. A lot of the bonuses are you kill someone, or you spend a week watching someone to study them, and as the week progresses, your bonuses grow. So if you only have an hour to see someone, or if you've never met them, you're not going to be that amazing. But you watch,
No.
and it becomes almost inhumanly perfect.
Cool.
So they will.
Yeah, I'm
require
just
setup.
picturing him finding like a high official or something, or some inquisitive type, and just trying to pass as one of them. Yeah, cool.
All right,
See the unrest in their ranks.
definitely. All right, see you around then.
Yeah, see ya.